of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Paul. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Houston Cougars offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He'll throw on third down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Dyer. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bradshaw. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From the gun, running back gets to give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Bunch formation for these receivers. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Vanderbilt is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Doors fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Bradshaw. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You know, this defense is really tricky, and they show the ability to zone blitz time and time again. These running backs in pass protection, they've got to be great with their scan protection. Just because one guy isn't coming who you initially think might be blitzing, you really got to do a better job surveying the field because that zone blitzer might be coming from a different side of the field that you weren't anticipating.
Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Thurman. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sanford. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll immediately call timeout. The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Anderson with the carry. Open space at the 25. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
2nd half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Eagles headed quickly to the line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to add another. after the extra point. They've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Georgia Southern, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. A quick pass to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
That's a first down for the
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Got rid of it just in time.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Pulls it in. It's Thurman. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
gain of 20.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Second down coming up.
He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia Tech is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost feels like they were ready the moment they arrived at the stadium. They're up by 17 over Wake Forest. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Brings up second down.
Off the play fake. Might be looking to run. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Gregory. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Plucks it out of the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Finds his man, it's Dallas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Just going to keep it after the snap. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And the defense playing pass all the way. They understand the situation beautifully. They've got to throw the football. They weren't fooled by the pass. They break on the football and get the interception.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now they'll run it to the right here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Houston, 28. Georgia Southern, 7.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Got the quick completion.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get them all.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They go to the ground. Sweet cut there. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. With the clock running, this should be the final play. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a